This video will show you how you can search for patterns in your coding. Now, if you followed the guidelines for creating a powerful node structure, you'll be able to explore the answers to key questions or test hunches about patterns in your data using coding queries. Suppose, for example, we want to see negative attitudes towards real estate development related to community change. Let's return to the Explore tab and select Coding Query. When I choose this option, I can see how content is coded, and this will be helpful for looking at overlaps in coding across different nodes. I go to all selected codes or cases and click on the ellipse. This is the button with 3 dots to the right of the field. Here I'll tick Community Change, Real Estate Development, and I'll expand the Attitudes node so I can select Negative. I'll click OK. As I'd like to explore this pattern in all of my files and externals, I'll now click Run Query. Since my queries can sometimes be fairly complex, I'd like to have a way to check my result. Coding stripes can be very useful here. I go to the Node tab and click on Coding Stripes. Here I can go to Selected Items. If I tick the boxes for the 3 nodes involved in my query, the stripes will help me interpret my result and can also help me check my interpretation. If I click OK, we should see coding stripes for negative attitudes, community change, and real estate development throughout. By pulling all of this data together, I can explore just how it is that participants seem to be describing the negative impacts of real estate development in their community. Now, I might decide to save this result as a node so I can return to it later. I can also modify the query right here in Detailed View. Clicking on the ellipse again, I could go into the Attitude node, untick Negative, and instead select Positive. And now run that query. If I'd like to save the query to run again later, after I've coded more data, I can click Add to Project and save the search terms. Now you can try some coding queries on your own. They don't have to be too complex. You might just like to find all the positive attitudes to real estate development, or perhaps see if you have a memorable quote to do with real estate development that you can include in your report.